buying before billions flow through into Stellar XLM. Now, when I say that, I mean the market's down. There's blood on the streets, right? The fear and greed index was at a 6 low. It's technically never been this bad before, even though Bitcoin price is still around 20k. I mean, if you were in it when I was in it, cryptocurrencies, 20k was a big number, but now actually it's quite a low number now for some. Obviously, if you got in at $60,000, you're not going to be too happy with the current prices. But my main holdings are altcoins. I don't really hold much of Bitcoin, you know, just because of the technology behind it. In any case, what we're looking at is buying before billions flow into Stellar XLM. When? How? The best way? You know, you really have to have a strategy when you're doing this. There's so many implications. You need to be thinking about the fundamentals. Like, for example, Bitcoin will weigh into the altcoin markets. It always does, always has done. So first through the door, and it's always going to be up there, you know. So the fundamental factors of crypto, how the markets are moved, other implications, what other factors can affect the market. Well, we need to think about external factors like the debt markets. It does have an effect. If there's not enough liquidity going around, it's going to affect crypto. It will do. You know, it's been shown from other technical analysts that actually, in fact, Bitcoin and altcoins seem to have some confluence, and it's true, it does seem to have some confluence with the Dow Jones, not the S&P 500 or 600. It seems to have some confluence with the Dow Jones. So if there's confluence with Dow Jones, if the Dow Jones makes a move and catches a cold, cryptos might just, it's highly likely cryptos are going to do the same thing. And really, you know, the Dow Jones is going to be affected by the S&P 500, 600 is going to be affected by the 10-year yield. All of these factors are going to affect it. You know, the Dixie, the Bixie, all of them. It's going to affect the way what happens with crypto. Other fundamental factors like what's going on in the who's banning Bitcoin, what scams about, Celsius, you know, Terra Luna. Those scams, I say scams, we don't know about Celsius at the moment, but Terra Luna certainly, that, you know, it's hard to say that that's not a scam. Come on. And then we've got the FUD with USDT. You know, Tether losing its peg. It's not quite regained its peg yet, as of what happened with USDT, because the Luna stable coin lost its peg. In fact, also Tron lost its peg, which means that it wasn't quite able to hold the price of that dollar. So these factors are important. They're fundamental factors that's going to affect whatever crypto you're holding. Because if things aren't quite right, because it's such an unregulated space at the moment, and we're expecting regulation to be firm and swift come the bill in November from the US, from the president, from Putin. So with that, we need to take on board these fundamental factors that will cause a crypto winter. It will cause a bear market. It will cause a downtrend. So if you could see this beforehand, yes, you could be, you know, making a move in terms of holding off buying until we've actually found the floor. You could trade on those fundamental factors, although a lot of analysts out there would recommend that it's not best to trade like that, and to be fair, probably isn't. And also what a lot of analysts would say is the trend is your friend. So in fact what that's actually saying is, if the trend is down, it's likely to keep going down further and further and further until we've reached a bottom. Where that bottom is, nobody knows. It's a case of this could happen at this point, at that point, and we can look at technical indicators to help us do that. We could look at technical analysis, so using the skills in technical analysts to determine where the price could go. So before buying, it's always wise to take on fundamental factors. What's happened, what's happening, what could happen, and technical analysis, and to do technical analysis to give us a picture as to what is likely to happen. The maths don't lie. Okay, so really when you can take on board both of those things, the fundamentals and the technicals, then you can make a clear, concise decision to buy or not to buy, as it were. But really, I must say, at the moment, it seems very attractive to be buying in right now. All the coins are down. Throughout the crypto market, I can't think of a better opportunity to have bought. Throughout my time in the crypto market, I can't. Honestly. Yes, I'd like to see it lower. Just saying. But that's only because I really want to find a floor. Establish a floor. Accumulate. Because I know already that, like everybody else, that that's it. There's no bull run for a long while yet. For altcoins, there is a potential move. Bitcoin, yeah, still there's potential. There is potential. I'm not going to just say, we're not going to have any bull run for another 4 years or the next Bitcoin halving. There is still a lot of potential there, but it's very hard to build that case, right? So really, what I would say is, we know what's going on fundamentally. You should really check out my other videos, which goes through what I look at in terms of how the market's playing out technically, what's happening fundamentally. I will create a playlist for that, actually. Fundamental, Zioncoins fundamentals, Zioncoins technical analysis. Yeah, so 2 playlists, one for fundamentals, one for technical analysis, and that way we could build a clear picture together. My Zionistas, my wolf, my pride, my wolves, my pride, we can do this together as a family, right? We can make this money. That's what you're here for. You're here to make money, right? Well, let's do this together. So on that note, I think really what we need to do is make a video on the technicals. So we need to do some technical analysis on Stellar primarily. We'll look at Bitcoin, we'll look at XRP, and we'll look at some other assets and try and build a picture for a bull market or not, okay, to come within at least a couple of months, right? Maybe a few more, maybe a few months, yeah? This year, let's just say this year, a bull market this year. Let's try and build this picture together. So, without further ado, please like, subscribe, smash the Zioncoin up there, and check out these next videos. Should be on technical analysis. And again, the new playlist will be coming. See you in the next one. Have a great day now. Take care.